Okay, so hi everyone. This is going to be my first video I ever post because I always film these things and never post them, but this time I'm going to. So I just wanted to show you guys how to create like beachy waves, like that style that every girl wants, or maybe some guys want it too. But it's quick and easy. It only takes about 10 minutes, and I gotta keep this video under 10 minutes so you guys don't get bored with me, okay? So what you do, well, this is like, my hair is just like a couple days old, and it's kind of getting to that point where I need to wash it, but it still like feels good like down here, but up here, like you can tell like it's getting a little bit producty and oily. So what I'll do to like take care of the oil is like I love to use this is just like a little travel size, but you can tell that, but it's just the BB Pret to powder, and I like to just sprinkle it in my hands like so, like about that much. Look familiar? And then I just like put it in my palms instead of like sprinkling it on my hair, and then I just work it in. And I push it forward, push it to the side, push it to the other side. And I do this before I put the curls in because I don't want to like mess up the curls. And like if I'm gonna like have a part, like probably my part will be on this side like this, like I'll really fluff that up with some Pret to powder. And so this is just like a nice like dry shampoo, like texturizer. So it actually gives you more volume and it absorbs the oil. So let's do it to the other side because maybe we'll want to flip it back and forth, and then definitely down the center. So then like just take your wet brush. This is a nice silver one. I love this because like the bristles are like really soft, and you like it really doesn't pull too much hair out. And I just like it because you can use it in the shower. You can use it to like comb through like conditioner or whatever. So now what I'll do is just comb through, make sure there's no tangles. And the iron that I'm gonna use today is like a BaBylissPRO. I think this is 1 1/4 inches, and it probably retails for like $39 or $49 on Amazon, or you can probably buy it at most like professional shops. And so I'm just going to take like, I like to work in sections, like radial sections like that. So, or actually that's probably not a radial section. It's probably like, I think radial sections are like this. So this is probably like a horizontal section. So just take your nape, like so. And then I just like to twist it, place it up here like so. What are we at now? 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Okay. So you can take bigger sections than this. So what I'll do is like, I like to do alternating sections. So if I do one upside down, like I'm doing, roll it to the scalp, don't roll the ends in, like leave like 2, 3 inches, 4 inches out, and then you can touch it, tap it until it like burns your finger almost, and then that's when you know it's almost done. Now since I'm like a guy, I don't like it to be like too perfect, so while it's still warm, I'll like run my fingers through and give it a little bit of a like not so polished look. Brush through that. Okay, so what are we at? 4 minutes, 22 seconds. Okay, so I did that one upside down, so this one I'm gonna do right side up. Oh my gosh, I'm in Orlando, Florida. Oh, wait. And it is so beautiful out today. It's like people that live with snow, I feel sorry for them, honey. You guys should move to Orlando if you like the heat, because there's only about like 2 or 3 weeks a year where it's like actually beautiful. So you kind of like unwind it the same way you put it in, and then it gives you that like nice spirally look, and then you just run your fingers through while it's still hot. So it gives you that like look. Okay, on to the next section. 5 minutes, I only have 5 more minutes to do this whole thing. So then I take another, like up to the temples now, so I have like this whole section to do. Go around, another horizontal section, horizontal like radial section, and then you just kind of like, I like clean sections, you know, but it's not necessary. So the ones that are done I keep in the front, and then this is like a really thick part of the head, so since this section is pretty thick, like I never want it to be like thicker than that. Like you could even go a little bit smaller, okay? Keep your sections clean so you don't recurl the same hair. And then, no, so that one I did like that, so I'm gonna go like this with this one. So yeah, that's right? Yeah. I recently just started curling my hair. I don't normally curl my hair, I just kind of like wear it, like get out of the shower and let it air dry. But like the one time like you like curl it, like everyone says something about it, so it's kind of nice to get compliments, you know. And then you just kind of undo it, let it fall out, and let the ends go through it a little bit. And see, this is like too clean for me, so I'm gonna run my fingers through and kind of like retwist it the way that it twists. And maybe like if it's still too like polished, like break it up and let it fall. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so grab the next section. And it's easy to grab the sections because all the hair that's done is in the front. So that section I went up, so this one I'll go under, yeah. And you can let it heat up a little bit more, like closer to the base without putting all the hair in, so you'll get more of a curl up there. Oh my God, 7 minutes. Ah. Okay. All right. So yeah, so I've been a hairstylist for like a decade now, like 10 years. And I've always kind of made these videos, but then like, you know, it's always like, what's that saying? Hesitation, procrastination, wait. If discriminate before you, wait, what is it? Hesitate before you procrastinate. See, this end's getting too close. So I don't want that end to go inside the iron because then it'll look like a little house on the prairie, you know? It'll look too done. Like I'd almost like that end a little straighter. So while it's still hot, like run your fingers through, blah, blah, blah. Procrastinate, what is that saying? It's like, it's not delegate, it's like procrastinate. So that one I went under before, so I'll go over with this one. So everything's over, under. And that's how you get that kind of natural look. My iron was off. That's why it wasn't getting hot. Sometimes like your finger hits it and then it turns off. Typical. But I'm thankful for it. That's what it is. Analysis paralysis. So if you're analyzing something over and over, which is like what I've been doing, you realize that, or like you go into paralysis, which means you never do anything. And so if you just realize that nothing's ever perfect and no one's ever going to be perfect, no video is ever going to be perfect, but if you just put it out there, you might inspire someone and you might actually inspire yourself. Okay, well that iron was off, so watch, so you'll probably see like on the other side that it'll be a little bit more curled. Great, but this is the beauty of making your own videos. You're not doing it yourself. Okay, so now we're at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm not gonna worry about the clock anymore because this iron's gotta heat back up. So let's see, so I did over on that one, so I'll do under on this one. Yeah, now it's heating up, I can feel it. Gorgeous. So the nice thing about the 1.5 iron is it's like not too tight, and like when I live in a really humid part of like the world, so like when you go outside it kind of loosens up even more. But my hair is prepped with like a thermal protector that I put in the other day, so I didn't really want to put it in again today because it kind of has like an oil base to it, or actually it has like a honey protective base to it, so it doesn't like build up too much like an oil. Like you see how hot this was, like, and how much it stayed. So like we're gonna really work that out because I don't want it to be too Anna Green Gables, you know what I'm saying? Okay, open it up like that. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah. All right, so then we have this piece here, and then we'll move on to the next section. Now this is a bigger piece, which is fine because now we did under, so we do over. Which is fine because I kind of want it to be looser in the back anyway, because I don't want it to look like I actually curled my hair or spent like a lot of time on it because, well, I mean, I guess it depends on your preference, but for my preference, I like to look a little bit more undone. You know what I'm saying? Analysis paralysis. So if you have an idea, just fucking work on it, you know? It's no big deal if it's not perfect. The good thing is that you actually did something with your idea. Okay, so I'm just gonna redo this section here because I can tell that it wasn't hot enough when I was over there. And from the looks of it, I can't even tell which way I turned it, so I'm just gonna go under because I feel that's what it was. Hot tamale. Hot, 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 hot. You guys wanna see my dog? Kitty! I have this cutest little dog named Kitty. She was given to me as a tip with a jar of caviar, that was the gift that keeps on giving for the next 17 years of your life. You know, after she gave her to me, it was right around Christmas time, so I decided to give her to my mom for Christmas. And then like 10 months later, after she was like potty trained, my mom gave her back to me. So that was the nice gift, you know, it came back to me, it was very sweet. And she's 4 now, so I got a good 12 years left. You know, it's hard being a single parent to a dog, because you got to come home like 3 times a day, unless you have a dog walker. But you know, they're so cute in the morning. They just like run over to you as soon as you like roll over and wake up in the morning and give you all these kisses, and they just love you unconditionally. And then, you know, they give gifts to you too. Like sometimes you come home in the middle of the day and they've thrown up on the couch. It's great. Just love it. I'm gonna do this piece again too because my iron was off, and I feel like I did this, if I did that under, then I did this over. Yeah, correct. Yes, there we go. And I'm just gonna stay off the ends completely on this one because I feel like the ends got it a little bit. But do you see how like I undo it the same way I did it? So I'm not like uncurling it. Yeah, that looks much better. And this piece over here, like I'll fix that with some cream or something. Looking good. All right. Oh gosh, we're at 13 minutes. Okay, so this piece up here, I'm just gonna like take this mohawk section out. Ooh, you can feel like when you put that powder stuff in, it really gives you some grip, honey. Really does. All right, hold on. I just got a great haircut from this stylist, Ben, that I know. Normally I cut my hair myself, and I'll probably show you guys how to cut your own hair too if you have like longer hair. But after a while of cutting your own hair, you get like some interesting, like it just starts looking like shit, you know, after a while if you've cut your own hair for like 2 years. And that's what's happened. Like over the last 2 years, I've really only gotten like 2 or 3 haircuts, and they were from myself. So So like after a while, you gotta really like get a nice cut. But I didn't make, like he only took off like an inch all over, but he's just so, oh wait, I did that over. I must have done that. So this one's under. Okay. So here we go. Normally I use like Marcel irons, which is like not the spring ones, but to be honest, like doing this crap on yourself is much easier with the spring iron. Make sure my iron's still on. Nice, getting warm, getting really warm. Okay. If you see me look up, it's because I have it like reflecting on the Apple TV. And it's nice to like go through your ends and like tap it like I just did. We can do that again. See if I can do that again, honey. Put it in. Everything's in, oh crap. Whatever, you get the idea. So then we'll break this up, move this way, move this way. Cute. All right, next one. Now I could probably split this into two, but yeah, I can. So I can split it into two back here. And then that one I did under, right? Or did I do over? So I'll do this one over, right? No, I did that one the other way. Under, yeah. I think. Just kind of like throw it, honey. I love this iron. Like, I actually was such a little stickler for Marcel's, which is like what the professionals use, and that's what I use when I'm like working on clients or like doing on location stuff or photo shoots or whatever. And just because it looks better, and I like it because like the person you're working on can't usually do that on yourself. Well, there's a reason why, because it's really hard. Because I've tried it. I have some, and I was trying it on myself, and honey, once you burn your neck once, you don't do it again. And then so you kind of like pull it out the same way you put it in, and then just tap the ends like that. I showed you how to tap it. Cute. And then break it up if it needs to cool, broken up. All right, so where's this one? Okay, what are we at now? 17 minutes? Okay. Cute. All right, so this is how you give your hair a beachy look, honey. So if I did that one, this one was over. So we gotta do over, yeah. And it's okay if you like mess up the direction, because it's just you. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing's perfect in life. But you can always strive for perfection. But I mean, you got to be okay with it not being perfect, because, you know, hair's never perfect. That's what I always say, like, to new kids that I'm mentoring or whatever. Like, it's okay with it not being perfect. You should always strive for perfection, but it's okay if it's not. Yeah, see, that's going the right way. Gorgeous. Okay, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So this one, I'm gonna be kind of sad to leave this apartment. I've lived here for a couple of years, but I just kind of have to spread my wings and try like a new part of the city and a new area of this, like just a new neighborhood, because I like this area and it's been a lot of fun, and it's super close to the arena, and there's like cool restaurants downstairs, really nice restaurants. But you know, Orlando has like a huge homeless situation, and sometimes like walking the dog late at night is a little interesting. But it's a really nice building, and I love this apartment. Like, it has freaking high ceilings like you've never seen before. Like, they're like 17 foot, which is gorgeous. But you know, it's time for me to try something new, and I'm really excited about it. And it's right before my birthday. Okay, see, that's way too curly. So let's use a brush and actually brush that one out and see what happens. And we need to brush this one out too. Oh, gotta turn the brush around for that. Yeah, I mean, you can leave it curled if you want to, but I like to go for like a more undone look. So, that's looking really good. Okay, now we're at 20 minutes. Holy crap. Oh, shit. Okay, so I'm gonna start in the back, and I don't like to have like too much volume, so just put that to the side, comb it out, comb it out, comb it out, comb it out. And then the same thing, like up here, I'll probably, if you want to like create a little, ow! If you want to create a little volume, you can like bump it up like that at the base, but I'm okay with just looking like Jesus, you know? Not too much volume, just kind of like, not too much. And like up here, I really don't like it to be curled too much, so you can like wiggle it like that to make it a little looser. And I don't want it to be in there too much. I don't want it to get too hot, because like the hotter it gets, like the more it curls. God, that's hard. See, that's way too curled for me. I look like Becky Sue from Honolulu. So maybe like split it in two, pull it out a little bit while it cools, and then you'll get, see, I hate when those ends are curled like that, so I'll just grab it and like smooth it out a little bit with the iron. Like that looks too feminine for me. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just not my aesthetic today. And you're probably looking at me going like, honey, you're painted like a new barn, but it's the one thing I have, okay? All right. So this one we're gonna try, should we try curling it forward or backwards? I guess like, let's try forward. Like sometimes like doing this on yourself is like, okay, we'll try that, you know? Oh wait, this way, yeah. Yeah, like that. This way. And you can like follow the ends around with like your finger too, and it'll make it a little bit easier for you to curl. And just pull it out. What? I think we need a... Yeah. Cool. And then the front piece. So I think that with this front piece, we should probably go roll away from the face. So like that, yeah. And like I don't want it to get too hot, so I'm gonna keep this iron moving. And don't burn your forehead. And like touch it, touch it, touch it, keep it open, and just like pull it out. Now you can leave it like this and cool it like this, and it'll give you a lot of volume, but that's not what I'm looking for, honey. So like you can pull it out. Well, it doesn't look so bad like that. Like maybe just like, I don't know, something of the sorts. So, I mean, this is kind of like how you get that little beachy look. It's actually pretty cute, and like if I were to go out, like I might let the curls like rest like this for a while, and what I mean by rest is like let them cool, and then like go through. I'm kind of liking this side part, maybe like pull it over a little bit more. Yeah, pull it over a little bit more. And I'm loving this color too of my hair. This is my natural color, and like I actually kind of like the way it looks now, like not brushed out, but it's a little too polished for me. So like if I were to go outside or like go somewhere for dinner, I would just probably like take my wet brush again and just lightly comb through so it breaks up the curls, and then you're just kind of left with like a little bit of a wave in your hair. And do the same to the other side, and I'm only taking like the tip of the brush and just fingering it through, and it kind of gives you that like bouncy look, and it kind of rags it out a little bit. Yeah, rough up the bottom, and you have that what's it called? The Preta powder in your hair, so it kind of gives you a little bit of volume. And then a really cool product is like this Brilliantine from Bumble and Bumble. And it's like a really lightweight polishing cream for like separation and shine. And you only use a dot and for both sides. And then you kind of just start at the bottom and work your hands up. And then once product gets on both sides, you can kind of work it into both. I like to do that technique, like where I'll go through and like grab the whole side of my head and work the product in, and then just slowly shake it out, and it kind of adds like a little bit more separation to the hair. So I'll do the same on the other side. And then just shake it out. Well, if you guys like this look, make sure you do all the things you're supposed to do, like and subscribe, and follow me on all other social media platforms like Matthew Main on Instagram, and Matthew Main, or my real name is Matthew Bengston. That's Bengtson. And you can follow me on Facebook and stuff like that. But I mean, most of the time I'm usually just on Instagram. But anyway, hope you guys liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.